So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Smith. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. From the red zone now, Smith. And this is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
2nd and 10, Smith again. And it's caught. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Robinson on a give right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. 2nd and 10. Ritter back to throw. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Checks this one down to Robinson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Yellow.
On first down, Ritter. Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons would extend their lead here just before halftime. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it first and 10. Throwing is Smith. It's it fly for Lockett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Myers connects on the PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Richie Grant. Loose inside the 30. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Ready up. 22 needle.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And quickly, they get to the line. Ritter now on second down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did they drop, it looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Ritter to throw it. Touchdown, Falcons! Desmond Ritter on target to Drake London. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Smith. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration can wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. To the air again, Smith. This is the tight end fan. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. On 1st and 10, Smith. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Walker. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Walker once more. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for him, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And they'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
That's brought in downfield by London. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run this one right with Robinson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game. And that has to drive a coach crazy.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Looking to throw it here. Ritter able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they thought they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage. With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw. Ritter. say it's incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Two knocks this one through the post, and that would extend their lead even further. So that one CD going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
This is 1st and 10. Smith to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Here's Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. There he goes, right side. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to